Hello everybody! It is the end of January, and to celebrate the end of January, I thought it would be best if we decided to do a Five Nights at Freddy's tier list on all 10 FNAF games. Because if you don't know, 10 official FNAF games have came out. I know there's more than that, but to me there's like officially 10. And those games are FNAF 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 Location, Pizzeria Simulator, Ultimate Custom Night, Help Wanted 2, Security Breach, and Help Wanted 2. Wait, did I actually say Help Wanted here? I think I did. Yeah, this is Help Wanted, this is Security Breach, and this is Help Wanted 2. I meant to say this is just Help Wanted. There's 2 Help Wanteds, but this is FNAF 10 officially. Anyways, we are gonna do a tier list. As you see, we have the 3 sections. We got Great, Fantastic, and Unreal. Why? Because I don't think any of them are bad. And this is kind of gonna showcase. Wait, no, hold on. This is also kind of like a top 10 best FNAF games, because technically we can do that now. So you will be seeing the order of how I rate them in a top 10 way, but also in a tier list way. So let's get started. Starting with the first game, we got Five Nights at Freddy's. This is a great, you know, it's nostalgic, it's the classic, it's a classic. You know, it's very simple, it's easy, it's nice to start off for the beginning. And introduces us to the characters, Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, Foxy, Golden Freddy, and Endo-01. It's also has a great ambiance. I really don't, what else do I have to say? I like the power out. What else do I say? Oh yeah, it has a simple story of how it doesn't reveal that much. That leaves it to the other games. And, you know, it still fits best in the timeline. I mean, we know this takes place in 1993 or somewhere within that line. Apparently someone said this thing opens in 1988, the pizzeria, which does make sense. Though I think that that makes sense. And overall, great and solid game. FNAF 2. Huh. Do I put this above or below FNAF? I think I'll put it below. Mainly because, well, it is iconic in some ways. I don't really think of it as better than the first game. Because, I mean, sure, it did introduce a lot more concepts, like... what did they introduce? Did introduce the toys and wizards. It also introduces us to Balloon Boy and the puppet. It does have the iconic ambiance sound effect that people use nowadays for memes. But I just think FNAF 1, you know, is just, I don't know, more iconic. FNAF 2 did do a lot of things for FNAF. For example, introduce us to the lore and story and such. And overall, it's just great. So I'll put it there. FNAF 3, I kind of want to put it above FNAF 2. Though that's mainly because of how the whole theme is green. And a lot of people usually put FNAF 3 below her because of how... I think it was mainly because of Springtrap's jump scare, or they thought the gameplay wasn't as intense or something. I'm not sure exactly. Either that or they didn't understand it that well. But I liked it how it's more of like a boss type thing instead of like... Because here's the thing, FNAF 3 is like the final boss in this type of thing. At least that's how Scott Cawthon categorized it. Or that, or more of a more personal type game. Or something like that. FNAF 1, I think he said it was just, you know, the simple start of it all. He wanted FNAF 2 to be more chaotic and industrial. And FNAF 3, you just want to make it more personal, just feel like a boss or something like that. Which makes sense. Springtrap is the villain of this. And I like how deep he went about how we have multiple endings in this one, which will later appear in the other games. Along with the phantoms. Usually a lot of people don't like the phantoms. I personally do, but that's mainly because they're green as well. Because green is my favorite color. So yeah, that's why FNAF 3 is there. FNAF 4, I'll put it in green as well. Definitely way more unique than the other games, where you can actually semi-what free roam. It's not full-on free roam, but it is kind of free roam. You're moving from multiple areas in a room, so it's not full-on free roam. From the left door to the right door to behind you. Well, that's not really free roam. You're just looking behind you, and to the closet. It is cool how it's basically a nightmarish version of FNAF 1, simply, and I like how there still is a boss. Well, technically FNAF 3 is a full-on boss, but they now add in an actual boss with Fredbear and Nightmare. I do like the plus trap being like a chance to, like, I don't know, make the nights shorter. It's like a way to earn it. I mean, you do have cheats, but plus trap is also a good option. And I like how some of the challenges in there. I do like how this is the first game to have a night 8. It's actually the only FNAF game to have a night 8. And this is also the first one to have DLC, that being the Halloween DLC. And also, fun fact, I actually found a way to actually access the Halloween DLC. I thought I just couldn't anymore, but apparently if you look deep, I think if you go to the files of FNAF 4, you can actually open up the Halloween version of it from inside there. So I might do that whenever I play FNAF 4 at some point. Well, I have played it, but, you know, if I do a Let's Play series of it. Anyways, up to Sis location. This one's fantastic. I know that may seem like a hot take. And I have started to see some of the flaws from it. Say from Aya's video. But I still enjoy this more because this is when I actually got interested in the FNAF thing. I mean, these things did interest me, but this really pushed it in. And I think it's because this one fixed the flaw of FNAF 4 on the story. Either that or just made it more complicated. I'm not sure exactly. But this thing focused on story the most out of... Not all of them, actually. No. The one that focused more on story was... I don't know which one. FNAF 6? Maybe? I'm not sure. But yeah, FNAF 4... FNAF 5/Sis location just was iconic. There were so many iconic things. For example, the Funtime Freddy, my favorite character. This is when he got introduced. He's even in the banner of this game. He's actually also the banner in the Help Wanted 2 game, which we'll get to later. We got the freaking plot twist at the ending of the person getting scooped. This is where we actually learn about Afton and his family. Well, we did learn about Afton in the novel before, but this is where we get into more of his backstory and such. And the introduction of Remnant and stuff. Actually, well, no, Remnant got introduced in FNAF 6. It's just foreshadowed in this game. And yeah, and also I like how this has so many connections to FNAF 4 because these two games are more connected. Which is why I usually separate this into 3 trilogies. Well, before Help 1 and 2 came out, I usually separate them as FNAF 1, 2, 3, and then FNAF 4, 5, 6, basically. With then the other one being 7, 8, 9, but now I actually separate differently. How I separate them is 3 parts. We got FNAF 1, 2, 3 as the I don't know, the missing children story. FNAF 4, 5, 6, 7 as the Afton story, and then 8, 9, 10 as I don't know, the glitch trap story. Because while the mimic is still gonna be roaming around, I think glitch trap is mainly done. I think I don't know. That's just me. I don't think we're gonna see more glitch trap anymore, but who knows. Anyway, that's why Sis location is still in the fantastic tier because it's just how I have many memories from the same thing with FNAF 6, which I'll put. Will I put it higher? Oh, do I want to put it higher than Sis location? That's. Oh, I don't know. I don't know if I want to put it higher. You know, I will. Mainly because of how unique this is. Because, well, FNAF 4 is unique with the gameplay. This thing is unique by how it just goes through a complete different direction. While FNAF 4 went to the semi-free realm, this occasion went to the more story-driven task mission storyline. This one turned into a full-on simulator game. Actually, I think this is where I actually got first introduced to the simulator type system in the game in general. Yeah, this is definitely where I first got introduced because Bubblegum Simulator did not come out until 2018. This is 2017. While it doesn't act exactly like BGS, this is how I got first introduced to that kind of thing. Where, oh, you do, where you have to buy some certain stuff, but you also have to do other things in order to get the other stuff, basically. And also, of course, the iconic ending, or actually there actually are 7 endings, 6 or 7 endings in this, which is crazy. If all of them ending off, this, because if you don't know, this is basically the end game sort of thing. Well, actually, we'll get to that when we talk about Ultimate Custom Night. But basically, this is just to conclude the story, tie up loose ends. Well, not all loose ends, but most loose ends. And it just ended off great. And now, but actually, no, wait. Technically, it ended. Ultimate Custom Night ended off great. Now, I know most of you think this is a side game, but to me, this is FNAF 7. And I'll tell you why. It's maybe because of MatPat's theory that he had. Basically, for the full FNAF start, he realized something big, and I was so shocked when I learned this. Where basically how the entirety of these 7 games represent the main gameplay. And I actually can see it. You know, you have FNAF 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 being, you know, the main gameplay, with FNAF 1 easing you in. FNAF 2 showing it can get more chaotic. FNAF 3, I don't know, just continuing from where 2 left off, but taking it easy with you. FNAF 4 just being full-blown chaos, or more scary, showing that these things are getting scarier. Then FNAF 5 kind of like ending it, like the main stuff. And then FNAF 6 being like Night 6, where it just ties up some stuff. And then Ultimate Custom Night just being like an Ultimate Custom Night type challenge. You kind of see what I mean there? And yeah, Ultimate Custom Night honestly does feel like the end of the, I don't know what, the Afton era. Because it just brings back almost everyone to the game. Sure, I still wish Funtime Freddy was added instead of someone else like, I don't know, maybe, I don't know. But I just still wish they found a way to add in Funtime Freddy, in my opinion. Still fantastic. Alright, Help Wanted. Oh, do I put this in the Unreal or the I feel like Help Wanted 2 goes to the Unreal. I think I might have to keep Help Wanted in the Fantastic. Oh, this game is good. I just think Help Wanted 2 goes up there. But let's talk about Help Wanted. This came out in 2019. Which is interesting because I consider 2019 to be like an end of endings, basically. Because if you don't know, in 2019, we got a lot of endings for a lot of stuff. We got Skywalker, the Rise of Skywalker, Endgame, Kingdom Hearts 3. Those are literally just endings. While actually also that we also got Season 10 Ninjago as well in 2019. Whereas FNAF, they were starting their new era, the Mimic era as I call it. Where we have Help Wanted, which first introduces the Glitch Trap and the Plush Babies. And this one is in VR. And it was such a fun experience playing through this. Not as much as fun as Help Wanted 2, but still fun. Especially when they added in that Withered update and that DLC. Overall, just a great, fun experience. So I'll put in Fantastic for now. And also, I still back to like the thing where we talk about how the games represent the main nights and stuff. I usually thought of FNAF Help Wanted or FNAF 8 as like the glitch night 8 that you can get, because if you don't know, if you mess with the files and if you do the freaking, if you just flick them, you know, move the mouse up and down to new game continue like super fast and click continue, you can actually get it to where you can get to a glitch night 8 or whatever night you put in the files. So I usually thought of Help Wanted as like that because of how Glitch Trap and stuff. But yeah, that is Help Wanted. Now let's get to Security Breach, the controversial one. Now, I don't know if I want to put this... Oh, do I put this higher or lower? Oh, this is actually tough because I do not think this is the worst game. I don't. I'm gonna put it here. Maybe because this introduces to Gregory and Glamour Freddy, Monty as well. A lot of new stuff and such. And what else did? Oh right, this is where we got to see the first free roaming FNAF game. I mean, Sister Cage was a free roaming game, but this is like a full-blown exploration open world type thing. Like the entire Pizzaplex was like an open world game, somewhat. And I mean, sure, it can get annoying with the staff bots, but honestly, now thinking about it, if the staff bots were not there, the game would be super easy. So, in a way, I feel like they had to put in the staff bots in there, or else the game would be super easy. Like, really super easy. There would literally be sections where you could just easily get past the animatronics. So, I guess the staff bots were a good choice. The endos are a bit hard to deal with, but I do like how they decided to do something different with the endos by turning them into SCP, whatever the thing was, or Reaping Angels. And this thing also had the thing with 6 endings. 2 of them being very important. Oh, I forgot about to talk about the DLC. Did we? No, we talked about the DLC for Help Wanted, somewhat. But Secure Breach, Ruined. Oh, you know what? You know, because I'm technically counted Ruined, I gotta put up there because Ruined is up there, possibly being the best DLC I've played. I'm still biased by either KH3 Remind or Ruined. Which one is better? It's hard to choose, but Ruined was definitely fantastic to play and enjoy. And the Mimic Reveal. Damn, that Mimic Reveal. But anyways, let's talk about the best FNAF game, Help Wanted 2, going to Unreal, because that blew my mind. Help Wanted 2. I was really hoping. I won't go too deep because I actually went deep in the Help Wanted review, Help Wanted 2 review, so you can check that out. But to summarize, I knew that FNAF 10 had to be fantastic because it was the 10th game, and it succeeded very well with the Cooking Fever section, to all the Phaser Blast, to the Pirate Ride, to bringing back all the sister location parts. Well, not all of them, but most of them. And also, I liked how this was like kind of represent the era I was mainly interested, or when I got interested, because Help Wanted 1 was more FNAF 1, 2, 3, and 4. There was sister location, but mainly 1 to 4, and this one just represents FNAF 5 to 9, which was great because that's what I wanted for the second game, to represent the era that when I got mostly interested in. That's why I'll go to the S tier, or Unreal, as I call it. That's not an insult, right? Unreal is not an insult. That's like a big compliment, right? Anyways, that is the tier list, and technically my top 10. I'll list the top 10 because technically this kind of represents how I rank them in a top 10 rise. And yes, I hope you all enjoyed this tier list. This is actually way shorter than I thought it would be. I was expecting it to be very, very long, but no, I did expect it to be long, but no, I don't really have that much to say. But anyways, that's it. Hope you all enjoy. Give this video a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe for more content like this, and I'll see you all next time. Bye, everybody.